Some really interesting news has come out recently regarding MBA programs. It was recently reported in the Wall Street Journal that 3 of the top 15 MBA programs have been or will be offering some online MBA program. So if you're a prospective student looking to earn an MBA degree from a top-ranked program, but maybe you don't have the flexibility or financial means to just take 2 years off of work, not have an income because of it, or in the case of an executive MBA, you continue to work, but you sacrifice a lot of personal and family time. All this to pursue a degree that's going to cost well north of $100,000, and you'd likely have to travel a lot or simply relocate to attend the university, all of which come with its own set of costs and challenges. You will soon be in luck because now you will have some options. The Wharton School of Business at the University of Pennsylvania, starting next year, will begin offering the option to do their MBA degree mostly online. This is the #1 ranked MBA program according to US News and World Report and Financial Times rankings, and obviously these rankings can fluctuate from one year to the next, but of course everyone, at least at this point, should be aware that the Wharton School of Business is one of the top programs in the world. Nonetheless, this is the first Ivy League school that is offering their MBA program mostly online, and to me this is a sign of what's to come from other Ivy League schools or other top universities. But Wharton is not the only top-ranked program getting in on the online action. NYU's Stern School of Business and UC Berkeley's Haas School of Business have also begun offering what appear to be mostly online options. I say mostly because there is a component of those programs that are in person. Depending on the program, the student has some flexibility as to how they participate and experience the in-person component. But again, for all intents and purposes, Wharton, NYU, and UC Berkeley, these programs are now mostly online. The coursework, the class that you attend virtually. Now, I'll do a separate video talking about NYU and UC Berkeley in a little bit more detail, so if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe down below so you catch those videos as soon as they come out. Now, as far as Wharton goes, I did reference a Wall Street Journal article that came out, and it went into a little bit of detail about this program. However, when I went to Wharton's website, it was a little bit difficult to find. But I did eventually find it, and where you see this program offered is actually under their executive MBA tracks. Previously, students had the option to pursue an executive MBA, and by the way, if you want to learn a little bit more about what that is, there's a card at the above. I'll also post a link in the description below where I go into a little bit more detail. But students had the option of attending on campus, and these are usually weekend programs that they travel to, where there was a campus in Philadelphia, but there's also a campus in San Francisco. But what's new going forward is there's now a global option starting in 2023. And that's when the first cohort of this type of program would start. And the language they use here to describe the program, again, I say it's mostly online. They term it as hybrid. About 75% of the program is online, and there's about 25% of it that is in person. To me, this is a really good mix because I believe there's a lot of value in the in-person experience, which is why even in my fully online MBA program, anytime there was an in-person event that you had the option of attending, I was inclined to attend, and I attended many of them. Now with Wharton, it's not entirely clear or specific how much time you spend in person, but it does say that there are 5 in-person residencies over the course of the program that happen in Philadelphia, San Francisco, and other locations around the globe. Now, it's not entirely clear that you need to go to all these different locations, or if, say, perhaps you're given the option to attend whatever in-person experience that they have in one location multiple times. Nor do we know how long these in-person residencies are. However, based on what I've seen with other programs, my guess is that they would be about 1 week a piece. So 1 week in person, everyone gets together and has that experience, and they repeat this 5 times. This program would be taught 100% by Wharton professors. This is not something that they source out to other professors, say adjunct or part-time professors that may have a loose affiliation with Wharton, which is something you may occasionally see with other universities that have an on-campus program and an online program, where they put the work of the online program on other professors that are not full-time tenured staff. Now, the only really big caveat to this online program is that the cost of the program is actually about the same as an executive MBA or a full-time on-campus MBA. So you're looking at around $220,000 for the cost of the program. According to the school, they state that they don't want to devalue the brand of the university or of the MBA program by having a discounted program through the online option. Now, they can certainly take that approach, and I don't fault them for it, especially if there are people willing to pay for the brand name and the experience. Having an MBA from Wharton undoubtedly will open a lot of doors to you that you may not have otherwise had relatively easy access to. And in all likelihood, you're going to have a pretty nice salary coming out of the MBA program, with which you can use to pay off, presumably, if you take out loans, to pay off the loans. And even beyond that, it's going to make you quite competitive in the job market should you find yourself exploring opportunities beyond maybe the first job you get out of graduating with the MBA. So ultimately, what this option is going to allow you to do is to maintain a much better work-life school balance. You won't need to relocate, nor will you have to travel frequently for this type of program. And you can continue to earn an income from your full-time job, which is great because it's going to help you pay for the extraordinarily high tuition cost. But credit to the school for moving in this direction, because it's going to give confidence to other top-ranked programs to move in a similar direction. Now, cost aside, which is an issue that will still eventually need to be addressed, the fact that more of these programs are now being offered online means that it's becoming more available than it ever has been before to pursue a high quality education. My hope and my expectation is that over time, there's going to be more and more options out there for people, not even just with traditional higher ed institutions, but other offerings, online offerings, like through Coursera or edX, a number of different platforms that offer online courses. This is ultimately going to serve to drive the cost down of a variety of different education options, which in some cases has already happened. Now, there happens to be some good examples of that already. You can check out one of my videos where I talk about some of the best affordable online MBA options, as well as another video with my personal experience having gone through a fully online MBA program through a top 100 university for just the price of $22,000. So quite a great value. All that to say is there's more options out there than there ever have been before, so keep your eyes open. Again, make sure to check out some of the content on my channel because I go into a lot more detail on that. So with that said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you around.